The Scream 6 trailer just came out. Let's talk a little bit about it.
Well, sometimes that is better.
Hey everybody, what's up? Killjoy Jake here, and instead of having friends, I have horror movies. Today we're talking a little bit about the Scream 6 trailer, which just dropped, and oh my god, does it look so good. I am so unbelievably excited for this movie, but before we get into all of that, if you guys can like this video and subscribe, that would make Jake here pretty dang happy. Speaking of making Jake happy, oh boy, does this trailer tickle my fancy. For a while now, I've been looking for something different from the Scream franchise, and this looks to be exactly that, with Ghostface even saying, "I'm something different." Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind over here. I also just want to say, I don't think the Scream 6 trailer is all that spoilery. I only think we have like a few shots from the third act in this trailer, which is perfect in my opinion. So if you're worried about having the killers spoiled, I have genuinely no idea. I have nothing from the trailer. Really, the only things that it gives away are just some clues as to where some of the kills are gonna be, but it's nothing like unexpected, so I don't take those as spoilers personally. The motive and the killers are still mysterious at this time to me, so I think it's fine to watch. Breaking this bad boy down though, this very first scene, we get Sam and Tara running into this bodega screaming for help. Ghostface is apparently chasing after them. Everyone in there thinks they're crazy, and then a guy in a robe and a mask comes in, and well, I think you can guess what happens. Ghostface just starts slaughtering everybody in this bodega, even grabbing the shotgun from the guy behind the desk and then shooting him at one point, which is actually pretty awesome. I had a few people during yesterday's video say, "Jake, why didn't you talk about that little mini teaser we got? That's probably gonna be footage from the trailer," and I was kind of reserving my judgment on that. We actually got clips of Ghostface with the shotgun yesterday. I'm typically against giving slasher villains guns. I just think it's a lot more fun when you kill somebody with a machete or a chainsaw versus a bullet straight to the forehead. It's a little more brutal and like less quick and stuff. I just think you can get better kills from something that isn't a gun, but of course Ghostface does use a gun in like the third act of all of these movies. That's like typically after they're revealed though. I guess I'm picky, fight me. The way that they're doing it in this trailer though seems like it's going to be like maybe like a one-off thing, and then like Ghostface isn't gonna have it for the rest of the movie. I'm just thinking if Ghostface is running around with a shotgun the whole time, this is gonna be a 20-minute movie and everyone is going to die. The way that they're playing it in this scene though, I think it's only going to be like a one scene kind of thing, and then he loses it somehow. I don't know, but it looks like it's gonna be cool. It has Jake's seal of approval. I like it. This sequence also looks like it's going to be one of the many highlights of this film, and I cannot wait to see it on March 10th. Ugh! I know we're less than 2 months away, but that date can't come soon enough. Sam has a sequence in the trailer right after that where she says that there's this darkness inside of me and she thinks it followed her to New York, and she's also seen picking up this old crusty mask at one point. So I have a few things just going off of that scene alone. I'm pretty sure she's talking to her therapist character, who I think is played by Henry Czerny. There's a lot of rumors going around right now that Henry Czerny's character in the new film will be Sam's therapist, so that's who I think she's maybe talking to. Considering that we don't even really see him in the trailer, I think he's suspicious personally. You know, now that we have a trailer, we can really start making like theories on who the killer is, which I just think is so much fun. Like before we were kind of just taking shots in the dark, but now I'm like, oh, okay, this person seemed kind of mysterious in the trailer. What's going on there? I just love how compelling the mysteries of these movies are. Oh, it just gets me so excited. She also picks up the crusty Ghostface mask, which is what I'm just gonna call it from now on. In my opinion, this doesn't make the character sus. I mean, we've literally seen Sam in the same room as the other character who's wearing that mask, so I don't think she's Ghostface opposed to popular belief. In a lot of ways, I feel like they're setting that up with Sam's character just to make her a red herring and also the final girl, which is kind of smart if they do it the right way. It's gonna be hard to execute, but definitely possible. We get ourselves our first footage of Kirby Reed back in action for Scream 6, which is awesome, and she looks great. Y'all can shut up about the damn wig. Gale's bangs looked worse in Scream 3, let's be honest. Kirby talks about sharing a history with Gale, just basically confirming that, like, yes, we've all been a part of this before, which directly leads into the Shrine of Ghostface, which, yes, is the coolest set piece of all of these movies put together. Y'all can fight me on that. This is easily the coolest set piece in any of these movies. There's like 1,000 Easter eggs in this one shot, including Stu's bloody sweater and also Tatum's clothes. That's not even scratching the surface of it, though. There's like 1,000 little things from all the past movies in this one shot. Once again, I commend Radio Silence on their attention to detail. It is once again phenomenal here, and I haven't even seen the movie yet. Possibly my favorite part of the entire trailer is Gale Weathers finally getting a call from Ghostface, which has technically never happened. Every time I say this too, people like to bring up the fact that in Scream 2, when Randy answers the phone, that is technically Gale's phone, but like Gale didn't answer the call, so that doesn't count. So yes, this will be the first time in Scream history Ghostface has given a call to Gale and she picked up. This is going to be a really exciting sequence to see, especially because it kind of looks like Gale Weathers gets stabbed here, so I don't know what's gonna happen to her. I personally don't want Gale to die, but I do love living in the suspense of that possibly happening. I'll tell you what. I have one question about this scene though. Why does Gale Weathers still have a landline? You'd think after getting murdered 5 times and getting calls prior to these murders that happened, you would ditch the landline, maybe? Just get a cell phone? Just have that, nothing else? I don't know, maybe that's just me. This scene still looks awesome though, and I can't wait to get another good Gale Weathers chase scene. Keeps me on the edge of my seat. Ooh, I'm excited. Then at the end of the trailer, we get like a few snippets of like very close-up shots from like different parts of the movie. A good friend, viewer Anon, has said not to break down the trailer that closely, so I didn't go frame by frame to see like what the heck was going on. Maybe that's disappointing to some of the people watching, but I did catch like a few little tiny things, which I'll talk about, which I once again don't think are too spoilery, but let's talk about them. There's a sequence where we see Mindy crossing over a ladder between 2 parts of a building, like she's trying to go from like one window to the other. I feel like we all know how this sequence is going to go. I'm already seeing people complain that this is too spoilery and we know a death now, but like also you see that scene in the movie, right? They're gonna probably hoist a ladder from one window to the other to get to the other side because Ghostface is chasing them, of course. You're telling me you're not gonna be able to predict that that ladder is gonna fall at some point? I'm sorry, but that's like just not a spoiler in my opinion. I think people are still kind of anxious after the Scream 5 trailer, which did kind of reveal both of the killers, which sucked, but this trailer is a million times better by a country mile. The trailer teases some deaths to us, but that's what a trailer's supposed to do. This is a way better trailer in my opinion than any of like the big trailers we've gotten for some of the bigger horror movies recently. Like think about like the Halloween Ends trailer. That was misleading in a bad way. It was telling us that this is gonna be a Michael movie when it just simply wasn't. There's another little scene at the end where we see like this projector shooting out of like a ghost face mouth that's painted on the wall. I'm assuming that this is happening at the shrine, which has to be where the third act of this movie takes place. The shrine of Ghostface also appears to be like an old cinema, so maybe some of the stab movies just start playing during like the fight sequence at the end. How cool would it be to have like a faux movie playing in the background and then like having all your characters fighting a bunch of ghost faces because maybe it's a cult of Ghostface? Maybe? I'm still running with that theory. It also appears like Sam and Tara are back to back facing off against 2 ghost faces in the trailer, so like that could be something really fun as well. I've always wanted to see a sequence with 2 ghost faces at the same time, and no, that beginning of Scream 4 does not count because technically that's a stab movie. Maybe I'm just picky because I've said that a few times now in this video. Finally at the end too, we get this shot of Samara Weaving, and it looks like she's gonna be the opening kill because we don't see her that much in the trailer. This is literally it. This is probably the biggest reveal of the trailer, something that I know a lot of people are gonna complain is very spoilery, but once again, we're still just assuming. This is not a 100% yes, she's the opening kill just because she's on her phone in an alleyway. Even if it does end up being her as the opening kill too, this isn't giving that away. My theory right now is that her and Tony Revolori are going to be the opening kills. We get 2 very quick flashes of them at the end of this trailer, so it kind of works. It would be cool to get another twofer in the opening because, well, we didn't exactly get one in the last movie. We got a fake out death, which I don't mind because I'm glad to see more Jenna Ortega in this movie, but at the same time, kind of want this one to be a little crazier. In my opinion, I don't think we've even scratched the surface of some of the really cool stuff coming for us in Scream 6, coming out on March 10th. Are you guys excited after watching this trailer? Leave me something about it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching this brand new Scream 6 update. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more horror content in the future. Please consider supporting me on Patreon or becoming a channel member by clicking that join button on my page. Thank you guys again for watching, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.